Right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm excited about today. I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to play the game that I love for another season. And, whatever the journey, however the journey, lays out this year, I'm just like super invested because like you just said, I don't know when the end is, but I know it's a lot sooner than later. So, being super appreciative of the fact that I could come up here, do another media day and talk to you guys and do all this stuff around here. So just excited about the journey and whatever, this year has in store for me.
LeBron James just did the one thing nobody saw coming. He actually broke his silence on retirement. And let's just say the message wasn't just for the NBA, it was for his own son, Bryce, too. Imagine the king casually dropping a bombshell that leaves fans, players, and probably even his barber wondering what's next. Is he stepping away? Is he trolling the entire league? Buckle up, because this twist will have the whole NBA world spinning.
Yeah, I mean, the things that still push me is the fact that the love of the game is still high. The love of the process is even higher. So that's what continues to push me to play this game. I mean, it's really that simple. Me training and working on my body and trying to get my body as close to 100% as possible every year is something that's like, it's a beautiful thing for me, and just continue to.
LeBron James has finally done it. The man who has spent the last 20 years dribbling past defenders, dunking on people's dreams, and casually carrying franchises on his back has decided to stir the pot with a retirement bombshell. And no, it wasn't some quiet statement whispered in the locker room while tying his sneakers.
Chance you to walk away and miss it.
Of course. Hell yeah. What? Yeah, I mean,
Brady did it, Jordan did it.
Oh, and come back? Oh, no. But I would miss the hell out of it for sure. But no, I won't walk away with it and come back. No.
This wasn't the kind of vague tease where athletes say, "We'll see what happens." LeBron made it dramatic enough to send shockwaves through not just the NBA, but his own household. Poor Bryce is probably still processing whether his dad is about to pass him the keys to the kingdom or just trolling him for sport.
I've never been more sure that LeBron is retiring after next season, that this was his moment to nuke what this All-Star weekend was. He didn't want to give anyone the photo shoot. He didn't want to give anyone the optics. He didn't want to give the All-Star weekend any narratives that people could glom onto.
Because let's be honest, if there's one thing LeBron James loves, it's keeping the world guessing. He could have announced he was opening a chain of Taco Tuesday restaurants and it would still dominate headlines. Instead, he went straight for the jugular of NBA fans everywhere: retirement. The word every Lakers fan has been dreading, every LeBron hater has been secretly begging for, and every sports analyst has been overusing since the day he turned 30.
Of course the Lakers are going to retire LeBron's jersey. He won a title and broke the scoring record in purple and gold. LeBron on the Lakers may not be in his absolute prime, but we aren't talking about MJ on the Wizards here. So let's not act surprised by Jeannie Buss saying they would honor him as such once James makes the Hall of Fame.
And here's the kicker. LeBron didn't just speak to the league, he sent a coded message to Bryce, his teenage son, who just so happens to be a budding basketball prodigy. That's right, the kid who grew up watching his dad casually break every record in sight now has to process the fact that LeBron's career clock might be winding down. Imagine being 16, barely figuring out what hairstyle works best for you, and your dad decides to casually drop a retirement bomb that might make you the new face of the family dynasty overnight. That's not pressure, that's generational weight disguised as a bedtime story.
How much does having a young partner like Luka, a savant basketball player, how much will that weigh into your decision as you go forward with this season?
As far as how long I go in my career?
How long you in your career, right?
Zero. The motivation to be able to play alongside him every night, that's super motivating. That's what I'm gonna train my body for, every night that I go out there and try to be the best player I can for him, and we're gonna bounce that off one another.
Of course, the NBA world instantly lost its collective mind. Half the internet started planning farewell tours, while the other half claimed this was just another LeBron power move. And honestly, they're not wrong. Because when LeBron James talks retirement, it isn't just about walking away from the game. It's about reminding everyone he still controls the narrative. The NBA could literally be mid-finals, and LeBron could whisper, "I might retire," and suddenly every highlight reel would be shoved aside for wall-to-wall coverage of his potential exit.
As he goes on a retirement tour, And you see guys like Giannis on Twitter sort of floating the idea of, ooh, maybe I'll do the dunk contest. Ja Morant saying the same thing. The All-Star game comes back as LeBron's final quote-unquote gift to the NBA, even though he was part of what ultimately tanked the All-Star game. He gets to be the hero because he tanked this weekend's All-Star game.
And poor Bryce. You can almost hear his inner monologue. Wait, Dad, are you saying you're retiring because you're done, or retiring because you want me to carry the torch? Or is this just another one of those times when you said you were done eating carbs but then ordered pizza at midnight? The kid's trying to balance high school basketball, TikTok fame, and algebra homework, and now he's supposed to absorb this grand proclamation. It's like LeBron turned dinner into a press conference.
LeBron James announces his retirement tomorrow, you're jumping through a table. If LeBron James gets to like December and says, you know what, the game ain't for me, I'ma retire. Technically, he started off playing the season, but he's not gonna finish the season. Does that count as a retirement and you go through the table?
I said if he's playing in the fall.
But here's the irony. LeBron's so good, so iconic, that even his retirement threats feel like mind games. He doesn't just play chess on the court, he plays chess with the entire sports industry. Announcing a possible retirement isn't just about leaving the game, it's about keeping the NBA, ESPN, Twitter, Instagram, and every group chat on Earth locked into LeBron Watch. He's essentially dangling his career like a carrot, and the world is sprinting after it like Bugs Bunny in a Looney Tunes rerun. And let's not pretend this doesn't have layers. For years, LeBron has teased the dream of playing with his eldest son, Bronny. He practically said, "I'll retire when I've had a chance to share the court with my son." But now, with Bryce rising as the younger prodigy, suddenly the script feels flipped.
I'm definitely gearing up to where the end is. I'm not there yet, but I'm super blessed to be able to, sit here. Like I said, you said you're 23, another signature shoe. I done picked up golf. Listen, guys, every time I pick up something new does not mean retirement. You picked up golf, retirement, it's just something I want to do. It's just a little hobby. But retirement is coming.
Is LeBron hinting that Bryce might be the one he wants to pass the crown to? Or is this just him making sure both kids never skip practice out of fear that Dad might actually retire and leave them holding the bag? Either way, the man has mastered the art of dangling retirement like a sword above everyone's heads while sipping wine and casually tweeting about it later. Let's be real. LeBron retiring isn't just about a player leaving the league. It's about the NBA losing the gravitational pull that's defined it for 2 decades. Imagine the chaos. The league has built schedules, storylines, and even entire playoff narratives around the idea that LeBron is always a factor. Remove him, and suddenly half the analysts will have to find a new hobby, and Skip Bayless might spontaneously combust.
Oh, so the
what,
fall.
So what are you dubbing fall?
So the fall.
What's the first day of winter?
So if he does not retire till like December 17th, I think is the first day of winter or something like that. That's winter solstice, I think.
Let me
if he doesn't retire by then, you're good. But if he retires, if he comes out and plays, what?
December 21st.
Winter
comes late.
December 21st. So if he retires, if he says, you know what, December 20th, I'm looking around, the game ain't for me no more. I'm retiring December 20th.
But knowing LeBron, this isn't a goodbye. This is a flex. A reminder that when he does finally call it quits, it will be the biggest retirement spectacle since Michael Jordan. You think Tom Brady's retirement comeback soap opera was wild? Wait until LeBron strings the league along with yearly maybe I'll leave announcements while secretly plotting his son's rookie debut. ESPN might as well set aside a permanent LeBron Watch segment just to keep up. And the Bryce angle makes it all even juicier. Because if there's one thing LeBron loves more than legacy, it's family legacy. Bryce didn't just receive a casual father-son pep talk, he got handed the script for his future. LeBron basically looked at his son and said, "Your move, kid."
Bro, you've been famous, so famous for so long at this point. Life devoid of fame. Is it something that you remember ever living, or has it been so long that it's just you can't even remember a life before it?
No, it's been so long. I mean, I do remember moments when I was growing up in the inner city. I remember running around there and just being a kid, going outside, running around, playing tag on the monkey bars, just being regular.
But it's crazy that those memories of you being not famous is only from when you're a child.
And that's the kind of thing that turns driveway basketball practice into a high-stakes audition. The funniest part of all this is how fans can't help but overanalyze every word LeBron says. If he mentions retirement, suddenly people are out here breaking down his grocery lists for clues. If he posts a workout video, the comments section explodes with debates about whether he's preparing for another season or just flexing his abs for Instagram. The man can't even say "I'm tired" without half the sports world thinking he's about to call a press conference.
By the way,
guys, man.
See you next
We'll
year's
see you,
media
buddy.
day.
Maybe. That was a good one. That was a good one.
And let's not forget the NBA itself. But until then, he's going to keep playing with the world like a cat with yarn, dropping just enough hints to keep us hooked, leaving enough ambiguity to fuel debates, and keeping his kids on their toes like they're contestants in a family reality show. Retirement talk isn't just a decision for LeBron, it's a performance. And right now, the entire NBA world, from fans to players to his own kids, are front row in the audience. So, will he actually retire? Maybe. Will he keep teasing us for the next 5 years until Bryce is officially in the league? Absolutely. And when that day comes, don't be surprised if LeBron laces up one more time, just to make sure his kids know who the real king still is. Because if there's one thing more powerful than LeBron James dominating the NBA, it's LeBron James dominating the narrative, even when he's allegedly walking away.